In today's video, we will travel to the beautiful Mediterranean coast, where we can find astonishing museums, culture, food, and of course, amazing places to visit. We will explore Malaga, a city known for its famous old town, warm climate, tons of activities, and delicious cuisine. General info. Malaga has been inhabited by different cultures and civilizations. Founded over 2 millennia ago, estimated about 2,800 years old, Malaga is one of the oldest Mediterranean seaports. At first, it was habited by Siberian tribes, followed by the masters of trade, the Phoenicians, and then by Romans. Later on, it was conquered by the Byzantines, the Muslims, and was taken back in 1487. Malaga is such an important city that contributed heavily to the triumph of Spanish liberalism, becoming the first industrialized city in Spain. All of the above lead us to one conclusion: the streets of Malaga are full of history, and the landmarks reflect the city's multifaceted heritage. Layers of history can be seen at every turn: ruins of a Roman theater, a medieval Moorish castle built on the remains of a Phoenician lighthouse, the 13th century Alcazaba, and a glorious Baroque cathedral. Things to see. We can't start our exploration from any other point than the old town and the majestic Cathedral de Malaga. Dating to the 15th century, the Cathedral of Malaga replaced the city's great mosque and is considered a jewel of the Spanish Renaissance. The architecture also incorporates Baroque elements that were added in the 17th and 18th centuries. The cathedral's exterior was never completed due to a lack of funds. Although the monument was originally designed as a twin-towered structure, only the 86-meter-high Tor North Tower was finished. On the other hand, the old town is a labyrinth of medieval-era pedestrian lanes and peaceful squares. Many of the atmospheric streets are lined with quaint boutiques, cafes, and atmospheric tapas restaurants. At the heart of the old town, we can find the Plaza de la Constitución, which is a good place to begin exploring Malaga's historic center. The stronghold of the historic Kingdom of Granada, this ancient Moorish castle was built in the 11th century on the ruins of a Roman bastion and renovated in the 13th century. The town's Muslim rulers governed from the citadel for several hundred years. It is an Islamic architectural gem of the Nasrid period, featuring intricate decorative details and beautiful grounds. There are delightful tourist garden courtyards with refreshing fountains and decorative pools. Visitors can see some of the remaining towers, including the Torre de la Vela Tower, the Arco de Cristo entrance, and the impressive Torre del Homenage Tower. Culture. Malaga is packed with sightseeing opportunities to admire the stunning culture of the city, and one of the cleverest choices is to go for a walk in Soho district. Once a decaying neighborhood, it has been totally transformed and renovated by street artists. Some buildings and facades are today completely covered with street art, the biggest painting being a few stories tall. The area is also called the Art District. But culture doesn't stop there. There are many museums to visit and admire the Spanish art. There is the Centre Pompidou de Malaga, the Picasso Museum, or even the Carmen Thyssen Museum, where we can find some of the most remarkable art collections. To add on that, many artworks are located close to the Contemporary Arts Center of Malaga. Food. The food in Malaga is top-notch, and the best way to get to know it is by visiting one of the city's markets. One of the most famous is at Torresana's Market. This covered market is located in a stunning 19th century building with colorful stained glass windows. It's a busy market in a beautiful historic building. The building fuses 14th century Moorish architecture with 19th century industrial design. Once inside, the most eye-catching feature is its huge stained glass window. Stalls inside offer everything from cheese and meats to fresh fish, colorful fruit and vegetables, and hundreds of varieties of olives. It's a very vibrant place with plenty of fresh produce stalls, Spanish cured meat and cheese. We can also find tapas bars close to the main entrance, a nice way to try all these fresh and tasty products. Keep in mind that the market is open Monday to Saturday from 8 o'clock to 14 o'clock, so don't plan your visit for a Sunday stroll or an evening. Since we talked about food, we must mention some of the unique delicacies of Malaga. One of the most typical dishes of Malaga, the soup gaspetuelo malagueño, was originally made by the fishermen in the area called El Palo. It was originally a poor man's dish made with fish, potatoes, water, salt, mayonnaise, and wine vinegar. Over time, however, they began to add pieces of shrimp, langoustines, or clams. Another great choice is Plato de los Montes de Malaga, which means dish of the mountains of Malaga. It is one of the most typical foods from Malaga, and it is a combination plate. This means that there are many ingredients all on the one plate, which includes fried potatoes, a fried egg, as well as chorizo, morcilla, black sausage, fried green peppers, and pork in manteca color, lard mixed with paprika and other spices to preserve the meat. For those who want to avoid eating meat, there is the piperana dish, which is a cold salad made from finely chopped red pepper, green pepper, tomato, onion, olives, tuna, and mussels or other seafood dressed with extra virgin olive oil and sea salt. Finally, for the lovers of desserts, Malaga has to offer the roscos de vino. They are like miniature donuts, but they actually have more of cookie texture. Made with Malaga's signature sweet wine, the crumbly cookies are then covered in a sugar glaze so that they are golden brown on the inside and a pure white outside. Festivities. If you want to visit Malaga, you should keep in mind to book your vacation during the unique festivals. Malaga is known for its extravagant and spectacular Holy Week celebrations. This is a wonderful time to visit, when fantastic religious processions bring the city to life. The tradition of Holy Week dates back more than 500 years, from the time of the Catholic monarchs' reconquest of Andalusia. A delight for all the senses, the evening processions feature lavish floats, displaying sacred icons, accompanied by lively marching bands or musicians singing flamenco songs. There is even a museum for the Holy Week. The Museo de la Semana Santa is found on Calle Muro de San Julián, housed in the 17th century Antiguo Hospital de San Julian Hospital. The museum displays 150 different exhibits in thematic categories such as sculptures, trousseau pictures, and processional images. Other activities of the city include the annual film festival that showcases an assortment of Spanish-language films produced in Spain and Latin America. With a wide-ranging program of events, the festival includes both feature films and short films, as well as documentaries. The prestigious festival runs for over a week and screens more than 100 films. Panel discussions and an awards ceremony make the festival interesting for attendees and film professionals alike. Malaga is also home to many flamenco shows, which are a must-see. There are also some flamenco bars dating back to the 19th century, indicating the connection of the city to the unique dance. Activities. For the lovers of adventure, there is the Montes de Malaga Natural Park. The whole area is massive, and there are loads of trails that crosses the park to follow. Though be warned, some of the roads can feel a little sketchy at times, especially the dirt roads. These can get muddy if it rains, so always be cautious of this when driving. There are also many roads for biking and many paths for hiking. For the lovers of football, you can check out the local team, Malaga Club de Fútbol, a team that has a great history, currently in the second division, but has been in the La Liga for many years. Beaches. Playa de la Malagueta is arguably the most well-known beach in Malaga. Located between the port of Malaga and Playa La Caleta, it's a long stretch of golden sand with a palm tree-lined promenade. During the day, you'll find sunbeds and umbrellas for rent as the beach gets quite crowded in summer. Thanks to its safe and clean waters, the Playa de la Malagueta has been awarded a Blue Flag designation, so it's a great place for swimming, water sports, and sailing. Playa de la Malagueta is also a great place to watch the sunset, either by taking a long stroll along the sand or having a happy hour drink at one of the beachfront bars. Along the promenade, we can find a variety of restaurants and bars open until after midnight, with sea views and outdoor beach seating for the warm evenings. Thank you for visiting Malaga with us. We really hoped you enjoyed it. Liking this video is important for us, and as there are more videos coming up, consider subscribing to our channel and get ready to explore more places.